All right, what's going on, guys? Trev back again, here to bring you another video. This one's going to be let's switch things up a little bit. Let's go ahead and give our thoughts on Znation being renewed, being confirmed for a 5th season. And I'll put the link in the description as per usual for you guys. This one is to denofgeek.com, so you go ahead and check this out. Somehow, some way, it was announced by David Michael Latt, who said, "Thank you, Znation fans. We've been renewed for a 5th season." How could sci-fi say no? It's a fan thing. So this was after the season finale, and this was one I meant to do a video on earlier because this was kind of announced, back in December, but I hadn't really gotten around to it, and finally now decided, okay, we should probably do this eventually, so let's do it now. So I was able to go back and watch the finale for Znation Season 4. I'd fallen behind on it, just being busy with everything else that was showing during the fall time. There was Stranger Things this year, which usually hits during the summertime, so Season 2, so I had that, and then, of course, Walking Dead. Punisher was hitting. There was all these different shows hitting, with Netflix and everything kind of really, I want to say Netflix stepping up their game and releasing a lot of really awesome series these last couple of years and really kind of taking over, but starting to release a lot of really cool shows that really just pushed Znation out of my watch list in the fall time. So they did have the 4th season. I didn't do reviews for the whole thing. I pretty much did reviews for the first, I would say the premiere. I was watching the first few episodes, and then they made some choices in the season that I was just I just didn't know how I felt about them, and I fell behind. So I've gone back now and I've watched the last few episodes of the season, episode 12 and 13, because season 4 was a 13 episode season. And while this isn't a review video, I'm not going to do a full-length review for any of those episodes. To be honest, I don't think they really warrant it. Znation is a crazy series. I mean, I've been reviewing it since the first season, since it premiered with Season 1, and it's one that a lot of us have checked out. If you guys have been following the channel for a few years, you know that I've been reviewing it pretty much all the way through, but this year in Season 4, I kind of stopped. So somehow, some way, Sci-Fi has decided to greenlight Znation for a 5th season. We'll have to see if it gets a Season 6. I'm really not sure at this point, based on what I've seen in terms of popularity for zombie apocalypse media, whether it be The Walking Dead or Fear the Walking Dead or Znation or whatever else. It really seems like, to me, the last couple of years, overall popularity of zombie apocalypse stuff has started to decline. So it started to kind of get down to the point where maybe only the strongest will survive in series like Znation, which I don't want to say it's like a copy off of The Walking Dead or anything like that. It's so far different from The Walking Dead, but it kind of is a zombie apocalypse type of show that, to be honest, it's had some really good seasons. Season 3, I think, was a great season of Znation. 15 episodes, a lot of fun, and really get to see some cool stuff in Znation that is either funny or is really entertaining. And that's the biggest thing with Znation, is it's very entertaining. Nobody's going to watch Znation and say, this is better in terms of drama than The Walking Dead or even Fear the Walking Dead or other series. That's not Znation's MO. Znation's MO is to entertain the fans, to release some really fun zombie apocalypse genre stuff that might surprise you, while also at the same time having some more serious episodes and some character deaths and things like this, some twists and turns, things you won't expect as it goes through it. And overall the series has been a lot of fun. Season 4 is the first season where it kind of lost me. Season 3 being my favorite season, and next year coming back for Season 5, which we'll have to see what that looks like. Season 4 was, the premiere was not the best. They had a trailer that they released a week before the show aired, and it's if you want to promote a series, you got to have that trailer at Comic-Con or at least a month or two prior to let your fans kind of get hyped for it, and then finally it airs in September or whenever, and you go through with it. So in terms of the viewership, I mean, the first season, it didn't start off that hot, but for sci-fi, I mean, maybe it's pretty good. I'm not sure compared to what most sci-fi series get. I really don't know what kind of ratings the network gets, but it started around 1.5. It went down. The second season was a little bit under 1, 0.9. This is US viewers, by the way. Season 3 peaked a bit, went back up over 1 again in Season 2's end, because it was pretty good around that time, I want to say. Season three's premiere was really fun too. They had like a double premiere, and it was really good stuff. They had the Man, who was a really cool villain, who I miss seeing in the series because I think he was probably the best villain they've ever had in Znation, as well as Murphy too, and he was kind of a villain in the show too. It was really fun. Season four, then, pretty much this is what happened, right? It went down from over 1 to start season 3. Season 4 starts at a half, and a lot of this is because they didn't, have a trailer and they didn't promote it properly. They just kind of put it out there like they didn't care about it. And if Sci-Fi, if the network that's releasing it doesn't seem to care, why would you expect the viewers to care? So the results reflected that. You get down to the end of the season, and literally you're at 500,000 views per episode for season 4 of Znation. It finishes off with 0.56, started off with 0.58, so it pretty much just stayed right there. So that's not even a million, like just over 500,000 viewers for most of these episodes, with the finale of the season not improving, just staying at right where it was at when it started. So this is a strange one for me. I really didn't like what they did with Znation Season 4. They had kind of this thing where you had Warren, where she was in this kind of... I like the Zona idea. They have this Zona idea, which is kind of like this alien... let's say like alien tech type of secret Black Ops society type of thing that's very secretive. And it was really fun. They kind of brought it into the show, and it was good to start. They kind of escaped from it, and the whole 4th season kind of follows mad scientist villain type of thing, where he's going to reset society. He's going to basically clear the planet, wipe out everybody except for Zona, so they can kind of start again, because the zombie apocalypse has ravaged the whole place like 8 years later now, and like everybody's dead pretty much, except for very few. So they just, he wants to reset everything. And it kind of finishes off season 4 with a cliffhanger. So season 5, I don't know really what to think about the series right now, and I want to hear what you guys have to say about this one. How are you feeling about Znation being renewed for a 5th season? Did you like season 4, or were you kind of like me, where you checked out season 4, you thought, it's okay, that entertainment is too competitive nowadays, you got to have something really good, otherwise people are going to watch Stranger Things season 2, they're going to watch The Punisher, they're going to watch all these other shows, and they might be like, I got my zombie fix with Walking Dead, I don't know if I'm necessarily going to check out Znation Season 4 or Znation Season 5. So the other thing for me is, like, a lot of the characters they killed off last while are some of my favorite characters. Like, I tuned in to see some of those characters, so even though it was unpredictable for you to kill some of them off, those were the characters I was watching for. Now that they're dead, I don't really care to watch some of the, there's some okay characters there still. There's some pretty cool ones still there. But, a lot of my favorite characters are not alive anymore in Znation at all. So it's interesting. It's crazy stuff, that the series has been going this long. The fact that it's going into season 5 is like, I can't believe Znation got 5 seasons. I really can't. Like, I'm sitting here thinking to myself, like, how did this show get 5 seasons? They had like a zombie tornado. They had like, Sharknado. They had like a zombie NATO. And how did it get this, a giant zombie wheel, cheese wheel? Like, how did this happen? Zombie balls, these giant, zombie herds in a ball rolling. So I don't know how this happened. I'm happy for the people that were involved with Znation and are, but I can't help but think, like, season 5's, it's got to be their last season, right? Are they really going to want to keep doing this, for 500,000 viewers per episode? I don't know what Sci-Fi, deems successful or not, and where they're at with that. But I think season 5 for Znation might be the last season. So we'll see how things shape up for it. If they eventually do release a trailer this year, I'll let you guys know what I think about it at least. I haven't totally given up on the series as of yet right now, but it's not on the highest priority list. So I hope that with season 5, they can kind of come back and bring us some fire, bring us something really cool that really piques our interest and really has that fun factor that the series started out with, and just really... brings it back maybe to some of the best, like, season 3 type of range, where it was really fun, and and I really did like it a lot. So we'll see what happens with Znation. I'll let you guys know when we get more info as we get closer to September at the end of the summer here. But let me know what you guys think. How are you feeling about Znation? How many episodes did you see? How many seasons did you see? What did you think of it? Are you a hardcore fan where you've seen every episode? Are you looking forward to the 5th season? Do you hope they'll get more than 5 seasons? Imagine that, right? Imagine season 6 of Znation. It's like, what? how did this? How could that even be? Like, how could that even happen? So let me know what you guys think. Write the comments below, and that's pretty much all my thoughts right now. Where I'm still open-minded about it. I'm okay with. I'm happy that they're doing a 5th season. I guess that the show's still on. I just would like to see them do some things I like, with it better. Season 4 just took this really weird turn where you have Warren. She's having these like nightmare dreams, and it's so abrasive. I don't even want to watch it. I think that's the biggest thing about it. Her dream sequences she's having in season 4 are just so like grotesque and abrasive to watch. It just drove me off. I was like, I don't want to watch this. You know what I'm saying? Like I like zombies, I like horror in a lot of ways, but I don't like that. It's hellfire and all this stuff, and skeletons. It's not. It's a little bit too much for me when I kind of tune into Znation to see that fun factor, and instead you're bringing me stuff that's like heavy, and I'm like, I don't want to see that in Znation. I want the little bit more fun than that, not so dark and not so serious, right? So let me know what you guys think. Leave a comment below. If you like this video, please thumb it up below, share, favorite, and if you're new and you want to subscribe to the channel, you can subscribe at the bottom left. I can't believe it. Znation gets a 5th season, unbelievable. But we'll see, man. We'll see how this turns out. Maybe it could be good. I don't want to be closed-minded and say it's done, they should end it. Maybe they've got more there, maybe just season 4. I don't know, man. Maybe it just didn't turn out the way they envisioned it, or maybe they were going for something that I just didn't really get it. I'm like, I don't really like it, or it's not my thing. I don't know. Let me know what you guys think. Leave your comments below. That's it for this one. I'll see you guys again soon for another video. As always, it's Trev. I'm saying peace. Later, guys. See you soon.